Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. I know this is a very close-up whisper, and trust me, it gives me anxiety just thinking about what the camera is. I know it adds 10 pounds, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. And for some reason, I am still dealing with sinus junk. This has been the longest illness I've ever had. But if for some reason my nose starts to drip, I'll have to go off camera because I got my tissues here because I don't want you guys to have to see that. I'm so sorry. But I wanted to make this video for you guys no matter what. It's not going to be perfect. And I'm so sorry about that. But I got my drink with me. And that kind of helps a little bit. But at least I can hear now. I got my hearing back, so that's good. But this is just Coke. I wanted to do coffee, but I'm really tired this morning, so it's about 6:30 in the morning right now. So I want to do this video early so I can turn up my air a little bit because I don't want the air to turn on. But it gets really hot in here during the day. It's been super. It got up to 117 degrees on the heat index yesterday. And I could tell me and my husband went grocery shopping. And it was so fucking hot, you guys. Oh my gosh, excuse my language, but it was so hot. Like I felt like I was living on the surface of the sun. That's how bad it was. So we came home and we smoked a little reefer. I am a smoker. Judge me if you want. I don't care. At least I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Whoop whoop. I think it's been about 5 months, but judge me if you must. But we had hot dogs for dinner, and then I made some brownies. But around 5:30, my husband was out. He was like, "You eat a brownie. I'm tired." So he passed out. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna have a brownie." Because I drank a little wine, smoked a little bit, and I wanted a brownie. So, it was so good. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed too. Like, we were exhausted. That's how hot it was yesterday. So, it gets really hot here during the day. But this video is going to be almost like a book haul. And also a review and telling you guys what my favorites are. Excuse me. I fucking hate this, you guys. I hate this. Anyways, deep breath. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be okay. So, because I finished the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I'm really hoping that Sarah J. Maas decides to write more of the series. What I read on Google is that there's supposed to be 2 more books and a novella. So I'm really hoping that happens because I have so many questions. But I'm going to be reviewing them a little bit, tapping on them, and just telling you guys from 1 to 5, what, like, from 1 to 5, like on the scale. This is coming out wrong. Like what my favorite is and least favorite, 1 to 5. Okay. And that was really hard because I love the whole series. Thank you, Jubilee Whispers, again, my friend, my birthday twin, Allison. I love her so much. And she recommended this series to me, and I've been putting it off for like a year or two, or maybe three, because I'm very particular when it comes to fantasy books. I love Harry Potter, but I was just so afraid that I was going to buy the series and not like it. But I bought the first two, and I was totally addicted from there. And she knew it. She's known me long enough that she knows why I like to read. So thank you, Allison, again. So let's get started with I'm going by most favorite to least favorite. Okay, so this is my favorite, and I'm sure this is a lot of people's favorite in the series. I've met a lot of people that loved this one, and I do too. I'm going to read the back to you. Feyre has undergone more trials than one human woman can carry in her heart. Though she's now been granted the powers and lifespan of the High Fae, she is haunted by her time under the mountain and the terrible deed she performed to save the lives of Tamlin and his people. As her marriage to Tamlin approaches, Feyre's hollowness and nightmares consume her. She finds herself split into two different people, one who upholds her bargain with Rhysand, High Lord of the feared Night Court, and one who lives out her life in the Spring Court with Tamlin. While Feyre navigates a dark web of politics, passion, and dazzling power, a greater evil looms. She might just be the key to stopping it, but only if she can harness her harrowing gifts, heal her fractured soul, and decide how she wishes to shape her future and the future of a world in turmoil. I don't want to give any spoilers away in this video, but I'm a big fan of Rhysand. I can't stand Tamlin. I really can't. And I love how they treated him throughout the series. Like, yeah. But it's a beautiful love story. The cabin scene in this book, that's all I'm going to say. Gave me goosebumps. It was a beautiful, beautiful love story. But also a story about finding out who you are and the people that you should trust with your heart and your life, but also being able to help yourself. I love how Sarah J. Maas centers around female warriors in her books. I think that's wonderful. I really do. I think we need more books like that. I have a friend at work that I said, I told her today or yesterday, I said, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I finished the series and I don't know what I'm going to do. I have Crescent City coming in the mail, but she also said that I should check out the Random Class, which I intend to just get the whole series and say screw it. But it's very expensive and I just cannot afford it right now. Another thing I meant to mention to you guys is about my mother. She's pretty sick right now. I am going down to see her on September 15th. But she's been really sick. She's had orthostatic blood pressure issues and some pain. I'm not going to say where, but pain, and she came and she's very weak. She came and stayed up with our blood pressure dropping. So I am going down to see her next month. That's the earliest I can be able to get down to see her, and I hate it. Um, but you guys, please be praying for her. Ever since my brother passed away, she's just it's heartbreaking for me because I love my mama so much. But you guys, please be praying for her for me, please. Uh, I just hope she makes it a month. I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it like that. I'm trying to be positive. I know a big part of it is she misses me, and I miss her so much. But you guys just be praying for me. I can't believe it's in October. It's gonna be a year since my brother passed away, and I just cannot believe it. I can't believe it's been a year. It's gonna be a year in November since my dog passed away. My little baby. I don't have any children, so my dog, he was my baby for 7 years. I loved her. That was really hard too. So like right after I lost my brother, I lost my dog, and then my mom's been sick. Okay. Take a drink, Kelly. Okay. Let's continue. This one was really hard for me to choose my second one, but I went ahead and went with A Court of Silver Flame. I love the cover to this book because it's my brother's favorite color. It's orange. I love this one because it's centered around Nesta, which is Feyre's oldest sister, and her battle with herself, mostly. I'm going to read the back so you can get more of an idea. Nesta Acheron has always been prickly, proud, swift to anger, and slow to forgive. And since the war, since being made High Fae against her will, she struggled to forget the horrors she endured and find a place for herself within the strange and deadly Night Court. The person who ignites her temper more than any other is Cassian, the battle-scarred winged warrior who is there at Nesta's every turn. But her temper isn't the only thing Cassian ignites. The fire between them is undeniable, and it only burns hotter as they are forced to work closely together. As the threat of war casts its shadow over them once again, Nesta and Cassian must battle monsters from within and without as they search for acceptance and healing in each other's arms. Once again, a very beautiful love story, but the spicy scenes in this book. If my mama knew that I read this book and read those scenes, she'd be like, Kelly, that is not very Christian of you. Like, I was reading this at work, and I was reading it under the desk, and everybody was like, Kelly, why are you blushing? Like, there were it was almost too descriptive. Like, stuff running down stuff. Like, it was almost too descriptive for me. Like, I had myself going, ew. Ew. It was nothing like Rhysand and Feyre's love scenes, not at all. Because this is good. This is a good enemies to lovers story. I will say that. But when Rhysand and Feyre were lovers, they stayed lovers. But with Nesta and Cassian, it starts off as just sex. But she's just drowning. Nesta is drowning herself because there's something that happens. She loses somebody in Wings and Ruin, and she's just drowning herself in alcohol and sex and men and they take it, her sisters and the Night Court take it upon themselves to cut her off from the money, from the Night Court's money, and make her go and train with Cassian at the House of Wind, which is one of the houses of the Night Court. And of course, it starts off she doesn't want to go, she doesn't want to do it, and there's like 10,000 steps up to the House of Wind. So she starts off trying to climb down those steps, and then it's like one of those round steps, stairwells. So she's just going around and around and around. It made me dizzy. But what I loved about this book is her endurance. How she just started off so weak and angry and mad and unhurt. And then her endurance just, first off, she starts being friends with these, with an Arthurian warrior whose wings were clipped. Her name is Emery. And then she also becomes friends with a priestess, which is women who have been abused by men. They're the librarians in the library at the House of Wind. And because, they make her work, of course. She works in the library, so she meets the priestess, whose name is Gwen, and she becomes friends with them. And I think that's beautiful, because it just proves that, if anything, other than a lover, she needed a friend. And I love the ending to this book. I love everything about this book. Like I said, the steamy scenes were just a little bit too risque for my taste, but I think it was very, very well written book. It kept me on the edge of my seat. Wow. Okay, I need to be careful so this doesn't go over a certain amount. So I need to hurry a little bit. Number 3 is A Court of Frost and Starlight. It's a novella. It centers around, I won't read the pack, but it centers around the winter solstice. And it's a between book between Wings of Ruin and Silver Flames. So it centers around the winter solstice at the Night Court. And everybody's, buying gifts and stuff for each other. And I really love this book. And it's also Feyre's birthday. And another thing I loved about Silver Flames is the ending between Feyre and Elaine and Nesta. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to tell you guys. I don't even have to spoil it. But Frost and Starlight, I just thought was beautifully written. I love winter. I love fall. Fall's my favorite season. But I love how it's very wintry in this book. But it just centers around the winter solstice and the relationship between Feyre and her sisters. And everybody's together. And you got Lucy in it there too. It's just really beautifully written. I really love that one. So the last two. Number 4 is A Court of Thorns and Roses. I love this cover. I love this deep red. The reason this is number 4 is I hate Tamlin. But it did start off the series, and I still love it because it started off the series for me. And, she just, Feyre is I told you guys in the review videos what she is. She's a regular human girl who's starving, that goes into the woods one day, and she kills a wolf who she thinks is a wolf. but it's actually a fairy. And so Tamlin, who comes to her house in beast form, comes and snatches her away and takes her to the spring court. And that's all I'm going to say. I do not like Tamlin at all. I love how they treat his character throughout the books. I just love it. But it's still a really good book. And it still got me. It still pulled me in. It's really good. So the last one, even though I love the cover, purple is my favorite color. It was so hard for me to get through Weeds of Ruin. The ending was the best part of this book. That's it. That was it for me. The ending was the best part. Was just try to find allies and try to forge relationships between other courts. And I'm just like, okay, I deal with enough politics on the news. I don't need to know all this. It was just very drawn out. It was one of the biggest books of the whole series, and it was just so hard for me to get through. And like I said, the ending was the best part. But like I said, I love this series so much. And what I'm going to tell you what my questions are is what the hell is going on with Elaine and Ezreal? I gotta know more about that. And I think that's all the question that I have is what is going on with Ezreal and Elaine, and do Cassie and Nesta have kids? That's all I'm wondering right now. But I hope you guys like this video. I know I started off really close and somehow I ended up back here. But I hope you like this video, and I love you guys, and thank you for sticking with me. And I will be talking to you guys soon.